those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Oakland Raiders. Short boot, take it at the 21. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Let's go now. 90 Wolf. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm here all day. Jumper, jumper. Jumper, jumper. Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Check 3. Snap.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, come on now. Come on now. Hey, Haywood.
Lock now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator. 54. Hey, watch the slant.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lock. It's caught here by Adams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Packers.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Look at me. Zipper. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Check 50. Yes, yes. 50. Keep it up, defense. Get it.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Check, check. Watch 54. General West. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch rock it.
They'll give it to Chubb. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
X3. 2 inches. 2.
They'll try again with Chubb. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4th.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. 60 outlaw. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
At the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, check. Let's go.
Back to throw Barrett. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Ready.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run the counter. Richard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Smooth. Hey, now.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Set. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
Get him!
Hey, lock it.
Quick! Check!
Gone. Lead grip.
To throw is Barrett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They've got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
He's checking. Look, squeeze. Get it.
They go with Chubb on second down. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo. Look at me. Go.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Here's Barrett looking to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And a Packer first down.
Let's go.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 24. A run for Nick Chubb. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A give running right is Chubb. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Got it. 54. Mike 54. 65. 66. Pull it high. 55. Check nickel. Kill. Shoot. Hey, Sam off. Check 3. 6 guys. Check 6 now.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Ready? Check Mike 54. Mike 55. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Now to the air. Block. The open man is Westbrook. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Westbrook. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the 1st half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. They'll come out in the pistol. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And this is going to be incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Go.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Shoot.
Now Barrett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. I don't care if you're taking it in round one, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. And he cuts it back right, and he's got a crease. A big play that time for the Raiders. So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there, get the wide receiver the ball, running it, and it proves fruitful.
Love the call. When you've got a guy who has running back skills, you want him to touch the ball as well, not just out wide where you throw it to him. Make sure you hand it to him or toss it to him and let him go to work.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
I know you felt that one.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slapped. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there, and this remains a 7-point game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tall.
The drive starts with a completion left side. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Stay with your man.
Now Locke. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
90 Wolf.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Mike 59.
Go.
Here we go, G. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59. Let's go.
Hey, orbit.
It's our time.
Now.
Clock now on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Ready up.
55, Mike 55. You don't want none of that. Pick up the ball.
Yep.
Motion. Reset. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Watch QB draw.
Blue draw quarters.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
On the set. Hey, Echo.
I'm coming after you. Mike 55. Coming. Quick the edge.
61. Matchbox light.
On 2nd down, Richard trying to run inside, but nothing there. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Check right.
It's 3rd and 10.
Rock it. Shoot.
On 3rd down, Barrett going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, defense, let's go.
Barrett. Throwing right, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Ready. 30 base.
Check 55 to Mike. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Hey, zoom.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. I got you, pump.
Ready.
To throw on third down. Barrett. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10. Jacobs now. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
38-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Tackle.
Throwing here, Barrett. That's complete to his tight end, Seals-Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Come on.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. On first down, Richard. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Set. 60 outlaw.
Go, Captain. Let's go. We got this. 25. Check 25.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 or. Hey, Alpha.
Here we go.
Mike, 55. Check it.
Looking to throw on second down. Barrett. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
You ready?
55. Hey, eat.
Hey. Shoot.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jalen Richard, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. This time, the extra point up and good, and that will tie things up at 13. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Keep playing.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And the Packer first down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta.
50, Mike, 50.
On 1st down, Locke. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on 3rd down.
Here we go. 10 over. Hey, exit. Hey, rock it.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Ready?
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And that will be incomplete.
And absolutely zero surprise that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Ready.
48th Mike. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Now.
Throwing on 2nd down. Barrett. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Ready, set. Hey, high 7.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Check.
Looking to throw. Barron. And he finds Seals Jones complete. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
13 yards on the play. And the Raider first down.
Back now in the East Bay. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Back now in the East Bay. 13 all our score as we start quarter number 4. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, Richard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 28-yard line.
Ready to break.
48's the mic. Check. 48's the mic. Woo-hoo.
Get it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have you guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Barron. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Recon, 132 fighter. 2.
This is Richard. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. It's a screen to Richard. And some room to maneuver. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Watch out.
22 jet bomber. Check. Now.
Motion. Check. Shift.
Hit it.
Richard.
Got you, boy.
Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Come on, set. 50, plant.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go.
Look at me. Zipper.
On second down, Jacobs.
You ain't doing nothing today.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Second and 3 at the 20-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, time. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
And again, it's Chubb. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Set 70, Indy.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go again now. Check out Humphrey. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
Look, squeeze. Be careful.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Set, ready. 60 outlaw. General West.
Come on,
Five.
Now Chubb running right. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
That's it, baby.
On the ready.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
59 mark. Check, 59.
Yeah.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Mike, check, 59.
Get it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Look at me. Score.
On the ground, it's Chubb. Powerful running. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
We go set. 15 line. Check. Lucky. Go out.
Check three.
Shoot.
They run it again with Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. On the carry, it's Chubb. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one is right through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Rashawn Gary in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. A gain of 22.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On the double. Hey, Charlie.
It's going to be a
snap.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Smooth.
48, Mike, 48. 3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz. 48 to Mike.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Defense.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. victory formation, take a knee, and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Green Bay, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Oakland, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man, got him hot. Hey, man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Past the big skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just